But going back to the policy of this, Charles, this was a big moment. I think it's a big moment in particular because we hear about affordability all the time, right? That was the key word for Mamdani. But here was President Trump able to say, hey, I'm lowering drug prices. And these two drug companies, these weight loss drugs, might come down to as low as $149.
This is huge on so many fronts. This is one of those societal issues also. President Trump already got a lot of drug makers to lower prices on other things. But if you think about this, recently our obesity rate in America went from 40% to 37%. It hasn't made that kind of move down in forever. If you think of how much money we lose, how much opportunity we lose because of obesity in this country, and this is something, Kennedy was spot on when he said there's no way you can deny this helps everyone, people who cannot afford this. How many Americans can spend $1,500 a month on this out of their pocket? And most don't have the insurance that would cover it in the first place. So this helps us as a nation to be healthier, stronger, and wealthier. This is absolutely phenomenal news across the board.
And these prices will be listed on TrumpRx.gov. Our team pulled that, and we'll pull it up. I'm staring at it right now. You see President Trump behind the Resolute desk, Kennedy, and it says, find your medication for the lowest price coming soon. It's so smart to not only do this, but do it in a way that is marketable. There it is, branded to the American public and easily understood.
He is a master of branding. That is absolutely certain. And if you remember President Biden having a difficult time trying to roll out various websites, directing people to one place, it sounds like they got the URL steady before they launched this. But to Charles' point, there is so much data in favor of these drugs. And, there are people who complain that, this is a shortcut and people have to do the work. But for people who are trying their best and who live in places where they don't have access to nutritious foods always, this may be finally an affordable option for people who want to see some of the wins that we've seen not only in obesity and diabetes rates, but also overall cardiac health. And, when you bring down the obesity rate, some of the other persistent chronic conditions, they will also improve. They will follow the weight loss. And ultimately, that will be good. And I don't know why we went through this period where we were glorifying morbid obesity and, telling people that it was just fine to be, 400 or 500 pounds, when clearly all the data suggests that, you are digging yourself an early grave. And this is a tool that people will get to extend their lives, hopefully. And just imagine what technology will follow in 10 or 15 years. So this is a very important first step for a lot of people who have been waiting for an affordable option.
You're a goddamn genius.
Goddamn genius.